Alright tubes, it's day 2 here, and I'm going to start working on this thing again, and basically now we're at the point where it's going to be kind of more fine-tuning. So I got my porta power here, and I actually just picked this thing up on Amazon. It's made by a company called Taurus, Big Red Jacks, and it's a 4-tonner. And I wanted to pick one of these up because I was using Road Kings on the Miata, and Harbor Freight had them for like $130, and I found this thing on Amazon for like $100. So I picked it up, and we're going to put it to the test today. And so I got it set up in here with my attachments and whatnot. Got my little foot down here, and a little extension in here, and a little piece up here. And what I'm hoping to do is I'm hoping to be able to push this out some. So I'm going to hook a little handle up here, and got a little 2x6 back there to kind of spread the weight out. And I'm just going to pump up on this thing a little bit and see if it moves at all. So here goes. Alright. Oh yeah, it's moving. Alright tubes, that porta power wasn't really doing a whole lot. At the beginning it was pushing out, but I think it pretty much went back to where it was when I released the porta power. And so what I've moved on to here is since this thing needs to be turned around, what I did is I took out the hinge because they're riveted, the bolts are riveted to the hinge itself, but then you can actually access it from behind and unbolt it. So I unbolted it, and I put this big contraption with a bunch of washers and a real big plate on the back there, and hooked up this little eyelet here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to chain it up to my truck, and I'm not planning to pull nearly as hard. It's going to be more like put the truck in low and kind of just ease out of it and see if it moves at all. Alright, so I did what I did on camera, what you guys just saw, and then I also did a few more pulls, and got progressively harder with each one. And actually, I didn't think it was working, but then I kind of took a break and just came back to it. And actually, I think it is working. It's kind of tough to tell, but I'm just looking at this, and it does look to me like it's straighter than it was. I think what I might do now, I might hook the porta power up to it with that hooked up there and see if I can push it out anymore. And then after that, I think I'm actually going to hook I'm going to put that hinge back on just so I can kind of get a visual on it and see how it looks. But it might actually be working better than I thought it was, so stand by here. Okay, I was just looking at the other side here. So the only thing that's really a problem right now is this right here where it's kind of in a little bit. If you take the hinge, put it on there, you can see if it weren't for that little gap there, the hinge itself is sitting level. What I'm going to try first is I got this attachment for my porta power, this little pointy thing here, and so what I'm going to try and do, I'm not sure if it'll be possible, if I'll be able to get the right angle. I'm going to put this thing on the porta power and try to push in right at that spot. I've been working with this little porta power here and this pointy tip here, and just getting in there and trying to push this thing out, and I'm pretty darn happy with where I've gotten it to. There's a little more that I could do. There's probably like a 1/16 of an inch in there where it's not quite flush, but I'm pretty happy with the way it's turned out. I gotta say, this little porta power is still in the job pretty well. I'm pretty impressed with it. I mean, like I say, a porta power is a porta power. I mean, it either works or it doesn't. Thumbs up to that thing. You should get yourself one. Alright, stand by here. Alright tube, so I'm not really sure where I left off last, but basically the point we're at now is that this door, due to all the yanking we've been doing on the bottom, it's actually come out more in the middle now, which has caused the top here to be in too far. So I got my trusty porta power set up again here up against the tree, and so we're going to crank on this thing and pump it up a little bit, try and push that back in a little bit and at least get that straight and back to where it's supposed to be again. Alright, so I pushed on this thing with the porta power a little bit, and I've got it to the point now where this front door, I'd actually call that done, because it closes and it latches 100%. It's a shame this thing isn't a two-door, because if it was a two-door, I'd call this a job well done, because that front door has turned out quite well. The only thing that's a shame is that the pinstripes don't line up, but other than that, it's the front door. The front's done. Now the issue we're going to have now is working on this back door. We're going to have to take a close look at this thing and evaluate our options here. I'm gonna end this here because that was kind of my goal, was to get it to the point where I could at least hang the back door on there and have it sort of keep the rain out, and have this front door. This front door is done. That's a done deal there, and I'm very happy with that. So stand by, tubes. We'll keep you updated in the next episode. That'll probably be our last episode, and we'll go from there.